leaving the Hilton. It is Tuesday after. I usually stay till Wednesday because I can catch up on sleep, but ever since I started creatine, I don't need sleep. This is where I think about everyone I gotta pay now that worked the event to make it great. Focus on all that paperwork. My money accounting guy, they're working on all the commentary payouts. We like to be quick. I hate owing people money, I'll let you know that. So, and I gotta deal with hotels all around, and you know, and the bills there for all the staffing and all that. The venue will send me a bill for all their staffing. Catering already sent the bill. They gave back a little bit of a refund, so that was nice.
Everyone spoke really nicely of the event catering, by the way.
Oh, catering here is incredible.
So we're 2 days after the event, and the work is nowhere even near complete.
The stuff I gotta deal with on my shoulders, yeah. The moment the last person's paid from this event, and the check's clear, and I file for bankruptcy, the event's over. So. And we're already launching 𝐑𝐞𝐫𝐬𝐚𝐥, so that's already going swimmingly. Sunny money, you know, as a TO, we don't struggle, but you know, I have extra registration money in to kind of take care of things if need be as a last resort. But otherwise, we're getting into sponsorships. It takes up to 30 days to get a lot of the sponsorship money. A lot of them were very, very happy. They're like, hey, send us the invoice. We're ready to pay it right away. So that's always a nice feeling.
So this is your garage after the event. What is all this shit?
A lot of these monitors we actually bought. Gaming Gen usually gets rid of some so they can have some uniformity, but these aren't all mine. Leftover Red Bull, all the banners, everything, all the branding I bring back to my house, and I get rid of the old ones, but a lot of tablecloths I can reuse, and then just a whole ton of crap, man. All my extra cables, wiring, all the equipment's brought by Gaming Gen, but I bring a couple extra consoles here and there just to make sure. This will be my garage that I need to clear out as soon as possible so I can charge my car again at some point. All the merch goes back to sell online at co.gaminggen.ggg for at least another week. But yeah, this is my warehouse. I actually have 2 storage units now, one for the wrestling ring, one for all my, I have a lot of collectibles in the house from over the years, so that one's close. The wrestling ring's far away, but I won't need that more than once or twice a year. So, but yeah, this is kind of how CEO is built from the garage up with the equipment and such. What? Mm-hmm. How many CEOs do you know driving the U-Haul truck, huh? Toodles. Anyways, going to pick up my dog Tifa. I wanted to bring her this year, but I wanted to give it a shot. Or I wanted to make sure she was really properly trained to be in large crowds. So hopefully next year, but for now, I am going to pick her up. Let her go.
She's going.
Oh no, she forgot about me.
No, she's been just, I think allergies are just crazy for her.
Yeah. There you go.
She didn't forget about you. I think she's just been terrorized by little dogs.
I know. How are you?
Good. No, she's great. But I.
So that's punishable. This is Jebailey in his natural habitat. I'm about to lose so we can go to dinner finally. Give me the rematch. Give me what I want.
So what do you get out of streaming?
The personal enjoyment, or?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I never did it for the subs. Otherwise, I would be doing it full time. I just enjoy it. It's the only way I can play games and stay engaged with the community at the same time and keep up to date. Otherwise, I'll lose interest. Did you get that? You got all that, right? That was a perfect.
So how comes you don't get the opportunity to do it very often?
How come?
Yeah.
Because I'm too busy planning events, and every time I try to do it, like 20 people are emailing me about upcoming events or work hours, or just work. So I just don't have time to do it. I'm always running other stuff or doing too many events. Otherwise, if I'm afraid to stream full time, because if by off chance I get real money and get consistency or $5,000 a month in sponsorships, I'd probably quit being a TO. That's the only reason I don't want to get successful at streaming. Otherwise, I'll quit. Psych. I won that one. I got it. I just need time to adjust. All right, well, It's Friday, the week after CEO. Well, 4 days after CEO concluded, I got back home with Logan and Puna. I am now pretty much almost near the end. I actually was just talking to the hotel about the final hotel bills I'll get next week. There's a lot of little things I got to deal with afterwards with my accountant and everything. Seatbelt, please, Logan. Jesus. Safety first, kids. Anyways, so, everything I have to deal with this week after I kind of get my mind straight and my body back to normal living, not convention, running event, not sleeping living, is all the bills that I deal with now. Like I was saying, the catering, power, all the staffing, the commentary, everyone that helped me with registration, the rental U-Haul truck. My garage is still a mess for a couple more days till a lot of people usually put stuff on my truck, then leave it in my garage to come pick it up at a later time. So all that's still in my mind. I'm waiting for the final hotel bill, which is all the staff rooms I had to book. Organizers, we do, if we sign a good deal, we do get credits back. For every room that's booked, we get a couple dollars back towards the master account. So the bill is a little bit less. I still have to pay gaming generations for other, I think we had, that's right, I forgot that. We had over 360 monitors, gaming monitors, and about 45 CRTs brought in from mostly gaming gen, couple extras, couple of my personal stacks. And then all the PS4 Pros were luckily, sponsored and supported by Sony and Evo. So thank you for that. That was a huge help. Lots of numbers. At the end of the day is the biggest weight on my shoulder, these massive shoulders. And, once that's all done, I think once that final payment out to a staff member or anything that's lingering, I can 100% focus on the future. But I have actually not stopped since I got home Tuesday.
What is your metric of success for an event?
So we had the December Orlando event, which, was the first FGC event back since COVID, and that sold out 4,000 badges in 20 hours. That sponsor meeting was like, hey, so how many people do you get? I'm like, I don't count people or profits. I count smiles. And they're just like, so how many smiles do you get? I'm like, shit, that's a good reply. Metrics are the attendee experience, in the event, everything I can control being as good as it is. The vendors, the artist, how well did you do? Is there anything I can help to promote better? Stuff like that. So my happiness is just being able to pay everyone else, and then what's left kind of goes back into the business, and then a little bit for me at the end. But I'll always make sure everyone gets paid out before I do, just to take care of everybody, because they're the ones that make your event sing, and if you take care of them, they're going to end up taking care of you. And then social media, right? All the complaints. I was very transparent, as I usually am, and I asked, hey, had a bad experience at Daytona, please email it to me. Don't just tweet about it. That way I have it all in one place to kind of condense it and share with the city to see what that can do for me. People don't think I'm aware of stuff. I read everything, honestly. And when you see a high frequency of something, you know that you have to do something about it and pay attention to it. So in general, if something's fixable on the fly, we'll fix it instantly. If there's something out of your control or they talk about it too late, we'll come back and revisit it the next time, right? For years, and I'm going to shut this shit down, people say I have the biggest ego in the community. Yes, I love to be a showboat, but I am the first one to know when I'm wrong and to fix it and find out what the fix is. So I always take feedback in the best way. I'm not stubborn. I don't go, yeah, it's my way, screw what you think. Never do that. You should never do that. And that's why I think I am in the position I am to represent all these different companies and know how to talk to people and have customer service. And I get tons of emails of thank you for responding right away, little things like that. So that's what keeps me going, is the happiness. Because for every one person that hates you, there's 100 people that respect what you do. And end of the day, they're the ones that you need to look out for.
What things do you believe improve that experience for attendees?
Obviously the arcade, one thing we've always done, and I used to do it on my locals, but at a bigger scale chart, is like we used to call it the salty run bracket, where if you went 0-2, anybody who went 0-2 got entered into a amateur challenge or another bracket. But if we can expand on those ideas, because you sat down with more than just casuals, you had a little bit of a purpose, even if it wasn't for that much. So those are ways to kind of expand. I did the tabletop room every time I drove by that on my Segway. It was packed. People were in there just playing card games, playing board games, and I thought that was an idea that, again, I pioneered, and now other events are probably going to do it in the future if they have the space. So kind of expanding on that. Panels we used to do, and they're not always successful in my opinion, because now with Twitch and YouTube, if you really want to know what somebody has to say, you follow them on a day-to-day basis. If there's content reveals or developer type stuff, I think panels are an amazing thing. Lots of little ideas, lots of giveaways to do, more merch and stuff for people to take home. So But there's lots of content you can do. But at the end of the day, we're known as tournaments. We'd love to have wrestling back. That was a great feature that crossed over the worlds. And with the AEW game on the horizon, who knows, you know? I'll always try to get that to happen, but that's obviously ultimately up to their schedules and everything. So, yeah. Just, you know, thanks for coming, Logan. The UK guys. What is the name of your media company? Reversal. So, check them out, man. They did a lot of content, which was awesome, because usually, you know, we get media applications, just a guy with like his Twitter's like with like 10 followers, like, yeah, I want to cover the event. They're just looking for free tickets. You guys came in and like, hey, we need a media room. Gave you the media room right away. Did I not? You guys, I look forward to all that content, and just support the FGC. You know, we're on the horizon of Street Fighter 6 and a lot of other games that are gonna, you know, bring back everything post-COVID and grow again and have that burst that Street Fighter 5 did in 2016. So hopefully a lot of us are ready for it. I'm gonna keep doing what I can to make CEO great and grow it, because I am nowhere near done yet. Till next time, Jebailey out.